Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to give you an emergency update on Bitcoin because we are absolutely banging it as we're seeing at this point in time. I'll be going through the short term for Bitcoin, the midterm for Bitcoin, and then the long term for Bitcoin. And once I'm done with Bitcoin, guys, I'll be jumping across to some altcoins. So get your altcoin requests in the chat now, and I will jump onto them. Who is in the chat straight away? We've got Nikki in the chat straight away. I hope you're taking it easy. Yes, Nikki, I am taking it easy. I'm gonna go to the gym later instead of around this lunchtime. So I'm not gonna be doing a stream later anymore. I'm gonna be doing it now because obviously I thought it was more apt because there's a lot going on for Bitcoin right now. But yeah, thank you very much for caring about my well-being. That I am taking it easy. Not a problem at all. And I'll remember to take a deep breath once in a while. Take a deep breath in a while. So we got Naveed in the chat, Vodkanov in the chat, Third Proverb B in the chat, my new favorite YouTube guru. Thank you very much. That means a lot. We've got Jay in the chat and OG. We've got Sujan. We've got Liam. We've got Cloud9. We've got Abhishek. All you guys support us. Absolutely amazing stuff. Thank you ever so much for coming here on this fine Monday afternoon. Yeah, very, very good indeed. Let's start off with Bitcoin on the short term right now. Obviously, we got this rising wedge pattern coming through. We were discussing this falling wedge pattern this morning. Very nice it was indeed. I think I made around a 3% gain when we came out of there, and I got into a nice little long position there. Now, what has happened here? What has absolutely happened? We talked about climbing Everest, right? We climbed Everest, and then after that, we've had this consolidatory period, this consolidation period, where we've just kind of chilled out. We've just chilled out, and then out of nowhere, we're going for second base on Mount Everest here. We're climbing again, aiming for that 41k. We are aiming for that 41k, and I hate to say it, I'm a little bit inclined to take maybe a short position off this zone coming through here. As I've said before, this lower high zone here is very crucial indeed in terms of rejections, right? In terms of rejections, this lower high zone right here, we actually provide quite a bit of resistance off. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on the RSIs, we're overextended on near enough all of them, right? And I'll get to that in a minute. But first of all, this would be the top term target for this rising wedge pattern. And in terms of a sort of a measure move up to that, in terms of our long position, if you guys were thinking about trading this, for me, it's a bit too volatile. I like to trade it a bit safer. But yeah, I do like to trade it a bit safer. But yeah, we would be looking at some sort of measure move, looking at something like that, bringing us all the way up to 44,306. Absolutely crazy. Hey, my friend, can you check out Hot again? You remember me? Scene Gamers. I can check out Hot again for you, bro. Let me have a little look. Hey, should I be shorting ETH right now? Let me jump to that in a sec, bro. So we'll do Hot, and then we're going to do Ethereum. And yeah, guys, I'm taking it easy on this streaming at the moment because obviously I did overdo it last week. So I'm going to be doing only an hour stream today, unfortunately. But a stream nonetheless, right? And you got an hour out of me this morning as well. But yeah, back to Bitcoin right now. In terms of a target to the top side here, we would be looking at least the point of resistance coming through and sitting at around that 41,600 mark. Ah, very good indeed. And that would be the resistance point I would be looking to aim for at this point in time. But guys, remember, if we stop here and we consolidate here, look, it's not the end of the world. We've just pumped a significant amount over the last few hours, literally like 4 or 5% for Bitcoin, which, guys, we know that's absolutely crazy stuff, and we do need that right now. If it's going to take us a nice slow uptrend continuously to get to these big prices again, that's absolutely fine, as long as we goddamn get there. That's what we want. That's what we want. We just don't want to overdo it. We don't want to overdo it like I did last week with streaming, right? We're climbing Everest right now. It's hard work. This is hard work. So a consolidation period would be fine, rather than coming up and just getting an absolute swift rejection from this zone here, right? So yeah, expect a consolidation. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one. But yeah, for me personally, if I'm looking at this long position in terms of this measure move to the upside here, I would be looking at this juicy measure moves, looking along the lines of this. And I would be, first things first, I want it to come down, right? You know me, I live for the retest. Then we look at where we're at, get a better entry, and if this is going to be a dirty trap coming through, then we're going to know it, because we're going to get to this point, and then we're just going to dump. We haven't lost. We haven't aped in. We haven't FOMO'd into this huge pump here. We've taken it easy, and we're going to get a better entry if we do, right? MATIC and Solana there for Hassan. Let me jump onto that once I'm done with Hot, Ethereum, and then MATIC and Solana, baby, in Hawaii. Up here. Bitcoin right now, what was I saying? So yeah, that's I would be expecting a crucial resistance point at this 41,000. As I was saying, look at the RSIs, guys. They're overextended, guys and madams. Sorry, Nikki, I know you're in the chat there. As you can see, and any other females or thems in the chat, right? 2021 and all that juicy stuff there. So yeah, as you can see here, we are overextended on the RSI. We're overextended on the RSI, and guys, you know what happens when we're overbought here? We get rejected. We get rejected, and it comes through pretty sharply indeed. So we do need to take that into account. As you can see here, pretty big, swift rejection on the RSI there. So we do need to take that into account, considering we've pumped a significant amount. Even if it is going to be one candle like this one was, so it's still going to be quite a significant candle in terms of the price. Probably aiming at smashing some stop losses in terms of long positions, right? BNB, I'll get that on the list for you there, sir. BNB, very, very good indeed. And guys, already at 13 likes. Absolutely amazing stuff. Really do appreciate all the support. And right now, Bitcoin is just climbing. We're at 40,896. We're climbing as I'm doing. This is live coverage from Bitcoin right now. You're good. LMFAO, goddamn. I do have a laugh. I like to have a laugh on the stream, right? Not a problem at all. Right, let's move to the midterm. Right, we've discussed the short term. We got in a nice trade earlier, not earlier, yesterday, right? We got a nice trade yesterday, made that juicy. We're looking for a potential long position now, or a potential short position if we can get to this zone. Obviously, depending on how far overly extended we are on the RSIs. And that brings me to the midterm here on the 4-hourly. As you can see, this 4-hourly candle does not look like it's going to stop. That gains, they're huge. The gains are huge. We're smashed through the key points of resistance in terms of these lower high points. And who have we got in the chat here? We've got Dylan. Is TFUEL on the list? No, it's not on the list, sir. I will jump that on the list for you there. And then also we've got Rob W in the chat and Gordon W as well. Oi, oi, Savalo. Nice to see you both back on the stream. OGs out here. So yeah, we actually smashed through this key point of resistance, sat around that 40,431 there. And we claimed the 200 EMA here. And we just, well, I don't even need to say we even tested the support on it. We just smashed through it like it wasn't even there. We smashed through it like it wasn't even there. Near enough invalidated this this lower high point here. And as I said, the next target coming through is this next lower high, right? Is this next lower high? And yeah, as I was saying a second ago, we do have potential big resistance coming from that point. But yeah, a few things to take into account in terms of a completion of this measure move, which a lot of people would have got into. Let me get rid of this rising wedge pattern there that we've got on the shorter term time frame here. But yeah, in terms of the midterm here, you can see this this measure move. We got this measure move here coming through. Measure move coming through, very nice indeed. As I said earlier, I didn't get in on this. It was too volatile. There was no retest for me to get in on it in terms of a 4-hourly candle close. So I was like, maybe not. Excuse me, it's not for me. God, Bitcoin is banging it, nearly at 41k. Absolutely crazy stuff happening from Bitcoin right now. But yeah, we would be in line to be looking at completing this measure move. So if anyone had the kahunas to get into this with this being insanely volatile and just blindly just long it, you're going to be making bank, right? You're going to be making absolute red Leicester cheddar. Red Leicester cheddar. You're going to be making cheese. You're going to be making that paper, that cheese. Because, guys, we're here to make money, right? That's why we're here. We're here to make money. Nilesh, I want to long everything. I want to long everything. Oh, brilliant stuff. I mean, I would be looking at the Bitcoin dominance right now, Nilesh, because unfortunately, yes, we are still going up. So we do need a bit of a pullback to get those alts going with us, right? Yeah, back to Bitcoin on the midterm, and yeah, we're getting to that 41k zone. Annoying that I can't really get to into a long position on the stream here, but we'll just see how it goes, guys. You guys are more important at the end of the day, and as you can see on the 4-hourly as well, we're overextended yet again. Rob says, "Let's pump this to 100k." You know what, Rob? If I had the billions, I would be. I really would be. Because it is nice to see Bitcoin actually progressing up, invalidating these dirty lower highs, which we've been targeting for God knows how long now, probably 3 weeks. We've been targeting them. And now, finally, 41k I just saw on the chart. They're absolutely amazing stuff. Now, finally, we are seeing that progression to the upside, which is very, very good indeed. 23 likes, amazing stuff, guys, just smashing it. And yeah, so I would be looking at potential, at least consolidation period, around this 41 to 42k zone in this grey box here, because we all know we're pretty overextended on the RSI, overbought here on quite a few of them. Yep, Steam Gamer's in there. Steam Gamer, sorry, he's in there. 41k, bang it as well. Let me just have some more water and take a deep breath. Gotta stay relaxed. Keep it below the belt. So yeah, back onto Bitcoin on the midterm here. As you can see here, this lower high is a pretty crucial point, right? Pretty crucial point. As I said, we are likely to find some resistance, some consolidatory period. To be honest with you, if we just bang it through this, that's going to be amazing as well. It is going to be amazing because one, we would have cleared this dirty zone, And 2, we're likely to find support on it. If we can find support on it, then we can look at progression even further to the upside, and that's just very, very good indeed. Very good for us indeed. But yeah, in terms of aping into this long position and smashing through these horizontal resistance points, currently now acting as support, so we know we've got levels of support to think about. If we do see any colossal dumpage coming through, we know there's going to be bounce points, and there's going to be potential trades for us to look into there as well, guys. What's up, Cheeto? A lot of people calling me Cheeto from this cheetah. It's like the crisps in it, the Cheetos. When are we getting knocked down? A peg or two. At this point in time, Elliot, I would say it's going to be around this zone. If we're going to get knocked down, you know what happens? We get back up again. It's just how it works, right? So yeah, we got this 41,000 and this 42,000 grey box zone that we do definitely need to take into consideration, right? Because, yep, we are climbing Mount Everest. We have a little break at base camp 1, and we're going for the next leg. The next leg is nowhere near as big as the first leg, right? We know that. So we're looking for just going on Everest now, right? We're going on some sort of consolidation period along this massive point of resistance here. So ideally we want to consolidate in it, not get swift rejected off it. If we get swiftly rejected off it and it's literally a wick and dump, which to be honest, it could happen because obviously this is pretty steep. It's pretty steep indeed. We know that we've got these catch points. One at 40,431, another one at 39,215, and another one at 37,890 there. And after that, we've got another one down at around this 36,300. So yeah, a few points of support that we need to basically take into account. And also we got this 200 EMA traveling up with us, which is nice. It's nice. It's always nice to have that little extra bit of support. But yeah, as I was saying, in terms of the RSI, we're overbought, right? We're overbought. So it's looking like we are going to need some correction or some consolidation, some consolidatory period. I really don't know if that's a word. I really need to Google whether that's a word, right? We need a consolidation period here. And hey, Seven, nice to see you in this chat there, bro. Absolute OG. And YY, what's up, Chester, my man? This BTC candle is looking like my more. Not going to say that. Nearly got me there. This guy keeps trying to troll me, right? Keeps trying to troll me. Every time, bro. Every time. 26 likes. Amazing stuff, guys. You're smashing it. You're absolutely smashing it. Yeah, so, oh God, you really got me there, YY. You really did get me there. Nearly. But yeah, so let me jump to the long term for Bitcoin right now. As I was saying, I haven't said this yet, but this point I was saying in the Telegram, guys, if you want to join in the Telegram, the link is in the description there. We've got about 42 members as of such now. And we have some good conversations, not all about trading, but other stuff as well. And it's quite good to educate each other on languages and stuff like that. Really cool stuff happening in the chat there. So I recommend you join that community. It's in the description, guys. It's in the description. But yeah, so as you can see here, on the weekly chart, on the weekly time frame, we have just challenged and invalidated this lower high, the main lower high of the second week after the colossal crypto crash, which you know what that means, guys? That means the bulls are coming to Rome. The bulls are coming to Rome, and we're seeing progression to the upside. Finally, progression to the upside. We've been waiting for this for literally like 4 weeks now. It's been pretty awful, right? It's pretty awful. It's been a horrible few weeks. Nikki's in there. Yes, she loves the Telegram channel as well. Very cool stuff there. Let me just have some water and a breath of fresh air. Some water and a breath of fresh air. And guys, I really do appreciate all the support coming through here. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, as you can see here, we are finding a level of support currently on this horizontal level of support line around that 40,666. And yes, dang, Chester, I thought I'd have gotten you there. Says YY. Yeah, you nearly did, bro. You nearly did. I got to the end and I was like, oh God, I can't read that. You're going to get me really bad one time and I'm going to get cancel cultured or something like that. But yeah, as you can see, if we do find a level of support here, I would be looking for a target up to this 21 moving average sat at around that 43,000 zone. It's amazing to even say that for Bitcoin, right? If we look at the shorter term time frames, we do have a bit of resistance playing at that 43,000 zone as well. So yeah, definitely something to consider there in terms of the weekly chart. Let's jump to the daily and see what's happening on the daily. We are challenging the 200 EMA, right? We're challenging the 200 EMA, currently finding a bit of that juicy Viva La resistance coming through. So we need to get over that. If we can get over that, then it's good. Then we can talk about the idea of that 43 that I was looking for. And then also, the 55 actually correlates pretty well with that 43 coming in as well. So maybe by the time that we get up there, the 55 is on that 43. And then there's going to be another level of resistance sat there at 43K on the weekly, correlating with the 21 moving average and also the 55 moving average as well, guys. So yeah, definitely a point to watch in terms of the future. And obviously, guys, we know we're looking bullish right now. It's looking pretty goddamn good indeed. God damn good indeed, I must say. Very, very nice stuff happening for Bitcoin. Let's jump to the monthly because let's have a little review on the monthly, right? We're near enough halfway through the month. I don't know how many days are in this month, but we're near enough halfway through the month. Probably halfway through the month. As you can see here, this the lower side of this candle wick that we've got coming through here, that is a higher low, right? We've set a higher low, so that's another indication we're looking bullish indeed. Oh God, it's really nice to say that we're looking bullish. It is really nice to say, I must say. Very, very nice, because the bears have been haunting us from the woods for a long time now. But yeah, we're looking bullish. This is great. Let's get a monthly close at least above, we'll go above this wick here, right? We'll go above this wick, and that's sat at around that 41,828. If we can get a monthly close above that, then 43,700 below the bull market barrier is definitely on the cards. MATIC is on the list there. YY. It's goddamn good. Yeah, MATIC is on the list, so we will have a look at that. And also, just smash my knee. We do have this bull market barrier, the lower side, to think about in terms of resistance. And guys, I've spoke about this before. It's basically the bull market barrier coming through. If it's blue, we're in a bull market. If it's red, we're in a bear market. If it's yellow, we're pretty undecided. We're still pretty undecided in this zone because the last time we actually got dumped into this dirty abyss of a bear market, we actually recovered by about 94% before we had the continuation to the downside, and that's when we saw a $3,000 Bitcoin, right? Crazy stuff. So yeah, a few things to take into account there. Now, that's Bitcoin pretty much done, guys. Pretty much done there. Looking bullish. Let's go to the goddamn moon. Now, let's look at what's next. Hot. We've got hot on the list here. Hot and dangerous. Let me jump to hot here, a bit of Holo. As you can see here, we have broken out of this falling wedge pattern coming through here. Not looking so bad at all. Ideally, I would have liked to come down a little bit lower to have a bit more of a touch for this trend line. But as you can see, we've just banged it. We've just banged it here on the 4-hourly time frame. And I think I said this on the morning stream, actually, I would be looking for some sort of consolidation around this period here. After this Mount Everest climb, you do need to basically have a rest, right? You need to have a rest. And that's basically what's happened here, right? He's having a rest and he's chilling, waiting for that next leg up. So, yeah, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it does look bullish. I'm not gonna say that you're not looking bullish there. But I would say your next target to the top side would be that 0.008632 there. So yeah, you have already tested it. You found that resistance to the downside, but you can't really blame this candle here because it's already a mega candle coming through there. So yeah, that's big enough to have that resistance play out. Maybe the next time you can get a nice level of support on this 0.08287 there, and then find a level of progression to the upside from there. That's going to be the ideal scenario. I would be watching that zone in terms of closing a few 4-hourly candles above it, not just scurrying around in this little bit of a range here. I would be looking at a few candle closes to look at that progression to the upside from there. And then we can talk about the idea of testing this lower high point here where you actually tickled before, right? That's where you were tickling before, but unfortunately, you got thrown off when you were tickling it. Thrown off, I don't know what's happening with these analogies today. But yeah, you want to get over this. A few candle closes over this level of support here. And yeah, progression from there. I mean, worst case scenario, you do have a little bit of a reverse in the trend as you are setting these lower highs, right? You're setting these lower highs in terms of these wicks coming through here. Not so much candle body closes, but yeah, lower highs you are setting in terms of wicks. So that is a bit of an indication you could be looking for a little bit of reversal, right? But you got the 55, you got the price action channel, you got the 21 moving average to support you as well. And guys, if we are to dump down here, potential long position to come in, because that's a retest on my eyes. That's a retest on my eyes. And to be honest with you, if we are going to find a nice level of support here, which you can see we are, I would be inclined to maybe take a long from here, up from there. Obviously, once we get over this zone here, as I was just saying, potential long position to think about. Obviously, it's not going to be the biggest long position in the world, but still, 4% swing, not too bad, right? Not too bad indeed. But yeah, I would be watching this zone pretty crucially. And just looking down there, we have seen the RSI, right? The RSI is not overbought here. It's not overbought. It's not nowhere near oversold, but we're getting to that overbought stage. So if we do see any buyback in the power, any buying in the power coming up here, then we are going to be looking at a bit of a swift rejection coming through here. So yeah, definitely something to take into consideration here, using the RSI here in terms of a sign for trading there, guys. But yeah, I would be watching that in terms of a potential long position if we were to consolidate and get back down to that central zone and still hold these crucial levels of support, which we're touching already, right? So yeah, that's pretty much Holo done for you, bro. Let me jump to what was next? Ethereum. Let me do a little bit of Ethereum. Very, very nice stuff, Ethereum. We love Ethereum. Where are we? Ethereum. I'm on the right chart. Yeah, swing chart. Here we go. Yeah, so I was saying the other day, right? I'm going to be transparent. The other day, I was saying, look, we're looking we're looking bearish. We're looking pretty bad. Like Ethereum was looking bad. I must say we were setting lower lows continuously in terms of this downtrend. The lower highs were just being set continuously. It was not looking good. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the hell has happened here. We've just had a complete reversal, right? Complete reversal, complete correction. And it's good to see. It's good to see because I thought Ethereum was going to be heading to some serious lows there, maybe around that 2,000 there. Let me see if Sol's on the list for Volkanov there. Sol is on the list for Volkanov. ADA isn't for J there. ADA isn't for J, so let me have a look. Bruh, is it the right time to buy altcoin? At this point in time, I will give you a little analysis on that in a second, my guy. What do you mean? Yeah, so at this point in time, you're asking, is it the right time to buy an altcoin? Bitcoin dominance is to the upside, right? It is to the upside, and that's why the altcoins are not really doing that much. Granted, Ethereum is different, but a lot of the other altcoins, they're not really progressing that significantly compared to Bitcoin, which is literally up like 5-6% here. So, God, we actually are coming down. We've seen a swift rejection off that 41. Yeah, that's a pretty swift rejection, $300 or so off that 41. We had that big Elon tweet yesterday. Yeah, I'd stop basing your stuff on Elon, bro. He's ruining the market in a sense, and I think he knows that as well. Fickle market, yeah, bro. Yeah, sick of Elon right now, but yeah, in terms of altcoins, we are looking at the Bitcoin dominance progressing to the upside. That basically means people are pulling their money out of the altcoins and putting it into Bitcoin, right? And that's obviously, we're seeing that here. We're seeing that play out for Bitcoin, and for some of the altcoins, obviously Ethereum's a pretty bad example here, but for some of the altcoins here, we're not looking very good, like in terms of progression. As you guys probably know, I'm sure. So yeah, in answer to the question, is it the right time to buy altcoins right now? For me personally, it's not. Just because we are pumping for Bitcoin, right? We're pumping, but to get back to this bull market actually and activate that alt season once again, right? We need to see insane confirmation here for Bitcoin, right? Here for Bitcoin. If we see that insane confirmation here for Bitcoin, then it's going to be good. It's going to be good because then the bull market is going to continue. But at this time, we're still seriously undecided, bro. We're still in this seriously undecided point. Granted, we're seeing insane pumps, but this could literally just be a bull trap, bro. We've got to take into account we could be thrown off a cliff here to the downside. It can happen instantly, bro. Absolutely instantly. And on the last shakeout of the bull run, when we did finish the bull run and then we did come down into this dirty little bear market here, we actually saw a retracement of 95%, right? So a retracement of 95%, that's 96. But yeah, that would take us up to around 58,000. So I would be pretty cautious until we've cleared that 58,000 zone. And that's just me, bro. That's just me. Yes, you could potentially miss quite a big run up in terms of the alts, but you need to think about the facts of, if we are going to see insane rejections and that continuation to the downside, obviously not that low, right? It's going to throw all the alts to the absolute floor, right? Because you've got to remember, a lot of these alts, they don't actually have uses yet. Like, it's all speculation. There's a lot of alts that don't actually have a use yet. So, yeah, a lot of them could get thrown to the absolute floor here. And remember last time, they lost like 80% value, bro. So I wouldn't be chucking in loads of money to alts anytime soon unless I got that insane confirmation that Bitcoin is holding this bull market and we are going to see progression significantly to the upside. And the human race is ready to actually adopt blockchain on a mass level. That'd be very nice as well. We didn't see anything from the G7 summit as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it's pretty peak as well. But yeah, so back to Ethereum. Back to Ethereum right now. We are seeing progression to the upside. We're smashing through this upward sloping support line. Actually, support line, it was resistance, but now it's support line, and this is basically the trap zone of this this is a symmetrical triangle coming through there. So we are seeing a nice upwards momentum of this of the reclaim of this trap zone coming through here. But yeah, it's not looking so bad as long as we hold the level of support that we've got coming through in terms of a horizontal, and that's at 2,559 there. Then it's gonna look very good. So we need at least a couple 4 hourly candle closes above that zone. And as I said, we're looking bullish indeed. So I would be looking for the next target of around that 2,609. And if we can get a level on that, then just then we would be looking at progression back into the symmetrical triangle pattern, which we potentially saw a measure move play out from that. Let me do a little drawing. Let's draw. Near enough there, guys. Near enough got I make myself laugh too much. It's quite bad, really, proper cringy. But yeah, so we nearly got a completion of the measure move down to that. But I'm sure you guys took a lot of profit at this 2,307 mark. But yeah, in terms of Ethereum right now, it's not looking so bad. In terms of RSI action, we have just broken We got this downward sloping resistance line that we're currently finding support on, because remember guys, when we're below 50, it looks a bit better, right? It looks a bit better in terms of finding support on it rather than the resistance playing out here, guys. So yeah, definitely something to take into account when trading Ethereum. Let me jump down to the hourly and see if we can get a better gauge here. So yeah, we do have another downward sloping resistance line coming through here, and look at that juicy level of support we're finding coming through here. That level of support we're finding coming through here. It's near enough overbought here for Ethereum, and that's sat at around that 70 and 70.34. So yeah, when we're overbought, you know what happens, guys. We're gonna get some sell-off, right? We're gonna get at least some sort of sell-off. We're on 38 likes. That's amazing stuff, guys. Can we smash that up to 40? Can we? That'd be absolutely be amazing if we could. And I seriously do appreciate that. Obviously, guys, I've only been streaming like near enough 4 weeks on YouTube, so I'm still trying to like progress my my ability to get across to you guys. But yeah, I do really appreciate all the support coming through here. As you can see, yes, as I was saying, we're pretty much overbought here on the RSI, on the hourly for Ethereum, so I would expect at least some sort of consolidatory period around this zone, some consolidation on these supports. That's what I'm trying to say here, some consolidation along these supports, and that's at around that 2,562. Now, if we do see some sort of reversal coming through on the Bitcoin dominance, hopefully we lose this level of support that we've currently got sat at around that 45 there. If we lose that and see the progression to the downside, that is going to push Ethereum up, right? That's going to push Ethereum up, which is going to be very good in terms of holding this level of support. Then I said we can talk about the targets to the upside of around this 2,650 zone. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Bro, 70 plus live watching. Let's go. Come on, guys. Appreciate all the support here. Let's go. Brilliant. Let me just have some water and a deep breath. And then I'll continue with the list of the altcoins for you guys. Simple as that. Right, yeah, that's pretty much Ethereum summed up. What I would say is just be careful of this RSI and see where we're going to get rejected. And hopefully we can hold this crucial level of support sat around this 2,559. Yeah. Gordon W says, your channel is doing far better than mine, although very different topics. Interesting stuff. And Goshi NZ says, should I buy MATIC now? Tell you what, Goshi, you picked it just in time, because MATIC is next on my list, right? It's next on my list. That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You've just, it's like psychic energy we've got going on here. What I'm on about. Oh, juicy stuff. Yeah, I actually got in a trade for MATIC, and I actually just smashed my take profit a minute ago, which is great. I was looking for a measure move out of this falling wedge pattern we got coming through here. As you can see, we have spoke about MATIC and this insane pump to the upside recently on my morning streams coming through here, guys. We have spoke about it, and I'm pretty transparent with the fact that I honestly did think. Let me jump to a smaller time frame, right? A bigger time frame. I honestly did think this zone here, this consolidation period that we had here, where we were literally just doing nothing, I thought that was going to be it. I didn't think we would go any lower than that, because look, we've seen these pumps, right? This was, it nearly set an all-time high in terms of when we had that crypto crash. So literally, I thought, right, we've come down, we've had that correction, consolidation period for a goddamn long time. It was like 4 or 5 days or something. Consolidation period. We're chilling out, and then we're going to see another move up to the upside, maybe challenging this lower high here. But no, to my surprise, very transparent about this, guys. To my surprise, it just trended down for such a long time, and a lot of hope was lost. A lot of hope was lost with MATIC here, but we did have this falling wedge pattern playing out here, and we did see this completion of this measure move, right? I didn't obviously get in straight away, because you know me, guys. I like the retest. Play it safe. Get a better entry. Granted, we didn't retest. But as you can see on the 1 hourly time frame, we did have this consolidation period validating this pump, basically giving confidence that we're looking for another leg up. And what do you know? We took that leg up. I put my limit order just over this 200 here, and also this 55 moving average coming through here. I put my limit order just over here. We smashed through that. Bang, absolutely to the moon, made a juicy, quick, it was very quick as well, 6% coming through there. Very surprising stuff happening there for MATIC. I didn't think it'd be that quick at all. I thought it'd be a little trickle up, but no, absolutely banged it. For me personally, I don't really know the fundamental side of why this has happened. You guys might, I don't know personally, but yeah, so we did actually bang it, and I made 96% there. In answer to your question there, I think it was Goshi, sorry. In answer to your question there, bro, you said, should I buy MATIC now? No, bro. You should not buy MATIC, man. I don't mean to be rude there, but no. You've climbed Mount Everest, right? The price has climbed Mount Everest, and look, what do you do when you climb Mount Everest? You're pretty goddamn knackered, right? You're tired. You need to rest. So what this needs now, it needs a nice rest. It needs a consolidation period, or what it's going to do, it's going to crash. It's going to crash. It's going to be, it's too tired. It's too tired, man. So you are potentially going to crash, and you're looking like you could potentially see that retrace down to, let's get rid of these for now, and get rid of these, moving out. No, we're going to use this moving average. You could potentially come down and touch this this 200 EMA coming through here in terms of reversal in the price. But yeah, for me personally, it's near enough parabolic, bro. If you were to get in at the top here, you're likely in terms of, I mean, it could have the continuation up, but in terms of risk reward now, bro, it's not looking hot. It's not looking hot. It's not looking hollow. It's not looking hot at all. You're likely to find some correction or a dump. So yeah, in risk reward scenario, if you're looking for those 3 or 4% gains before an absolute dump of a clip, yeah, it's not worth it, bro. You wouldn't be wanting to get in terms of this parabolicness. It's just it's not wise. It's not a good decision in my opinion, right? But yeah, for the future. For the future, I would be waiting for a retest to the downside. I mean, we do have this lower high has just been invalidated, which is good stuff. It shows progression to the upside, which is good. I would be looking at potentially another entry if we can get a level of support sat around this lower high here. Because if we can get a level of support sat there, let's look at previous history, right? Let's look at previous history, because if we can get above there, look. Progression to the upside, get above there, progression to the upside, get above there, progression to the upside, above here, progression to the upside. So yes, it is looking pretty juicy indeed. I think I need to make my line thicker. It's not very thick, is it? It used to be a lot thicker. Let me see what I can do with that. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot nicer, a lot more visually appealing for you guys there. So yeah, and we are seeing a lot of progression from this level of support here. So if we do come up to this zone here, and we do find a nice level of support playing out at this $1.70 zone, that's going to be amazing, right? That's going to be absolutely amazing. And then we can see potentially looking for a long position up from there, guys. So yeah, a few things to think about there for MATIC. Yeah, it's been a pretty dark tunnel for a while, right? And we're seeing that progression to the upside, which is very good to see indeed, right? Very good to see indeed. Let me get some other stuff going on here. I like this arrow coming through. Yeah, I like that a lot. So yeah, it's not looking too bad for MATIC right now in terms of progression to the upside. But what I would say in terms of a target is that $1.69 to the upside. But yeah, guys, as I was saying a second ago, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw at least some sort of correction coming through. And in terms of a downward slope and resistance line playing out on the RSI, I think that's probably on the 4-hourly here. Yeah, we have broke that to the upside on the 4-hourly here. So yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad because we did actually find a level of support, but we are near enough at that overbought point, right? We're at 50 likes. Amazing stuff, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff. I really, really do appreciate your support here. But yeah, we did actually get to that support point. We did find this progression to the upside coming through. But unfortunately, right now, we're near enough overbought, guys. We're near enough overbought. So if we do get overbought, we know what happens. We have a sell-off, right? We have an absolute sell-off to the downside. It's like, we have an absolute sell-off to the downside. And then hopefully we could be looking at a nice level of support getting played out on this downward sloping currently. Well, it was resistance. You can see the resistance off this, the VeChain resistance. It was strong. So yeah, that's definitely something to take into account. Definitely something to take into account if we do see that progression to the downside and we do see the consolidation period around that. Wow, that arrow looks sick. Consolidation period around that zone there. And if we do lose that, we are looking at momentum to the downside. As you can see here, pretty juicy momentum to the downside continuously off this resistance line. So yeah, crucial point to watch would be this zone here when we do see that swift rejection playing out, guys. Now, that's pretty much MATIC done. I'm going to jump to Solana, baby. I'm going to jump to Solana. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Solana, baby. Very nice H2O there. Very, very nice. As you can see here, for Solana, we've got this rising wedge. Very nice. You've got a lot of touches continuously. Pretty juicy stuff. And you guys, the OGs on the channel here, you know that I like my attractive chart patterns here. You know I like my attractive chart patterns. They are very sexy indeed. Basically gives us a bit more validation that they're going to play out a bit. But yeah, at this point in time, I would be inclined to move these trend lines about, because obviously we did break that wedge to the downside there, so we've been inclined to move them around a bit. And look what that is. That's a channel. We've got a channel. We've got a rising channel coming through here. So yeah, I would be inclined to say it's not looking bad in terms of a level of support that we're respecting here. I would be inclined to get rid of all these dirty measure moves that didn't play out there. Not good stuff, but this one's probably still valid somewhere along the line here. We might need to extend it a bit if we are looking for progression to the upside for Solana. And as I've said before, in terms of the fundamentals of Solana, I am bullish indeed, right? I am bullish indeed. We just need the Bitcoin dominance to sort itself out and stop going up. Then Solana can have a little go. Simple as that, guys. But yeah, in terms of a short-term target, for the 4 hour right now, 1 hour and 3 minutes left, or near enough 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes left. I would be looking at a candle close above this $39.03. That would be absolutely amazing, bro. Said from Kunal there. The reason why I keep not saying people's names and then just reading out their stuff, and I watched some of my stream back. I was like, I just sound like an idiot. Like there was one earlier. I was like, I need to take a bath, and it just sounded like I was saying I need to take a bath. So yeah, it was pretty stupid. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read your names before I read the chat now. Bro, this is from Kunal. Bro, we confirm a breakout when the spike in the volume and retest support. On what time frame should I confirm that retest? Let me jump to that. Let me jump back to Bitcoin in a second, bro. Once I've done Solana, and then we'll have a look at that for you, bro. We'll have a look at that. But as you can see here, I think you mean a spike in the volume on the shorter time frames, because I actually haven't seen a lot of volume on the bigger time frames yet, which is slightly concerning. I must say it's slightly concerning, but as you can see, pretty big volume here. I'm coming down, and in terms of a retest to the downside, I said I'd get to that after Solana. I said it. Just throw me right off there, Canal. I'm joking, bro. But yeah, so at this point in time, I will get to that, bro. Not a problem. But yeah, so in terms of a short-term target for Solana here, it would be, thanks, Chester. I'm bullish on Solana too. Not a problem at all. Mr. Vodkanov there. Yeah, so this would be the next level of support, sat around this $39.12 there. If we can get over that, we're looking at further progression to the upside, and it's not looking so bad considering these higher lows are being set, right? These higher lows are being set in terms of these trend reversals. They're looking pretty good. As long as we can get over this this lower high point that we've created to the downside here, we can get over that, find a level of support on this horizontal level of resistance currently. If we can find support on that, then it's ideal, and we could look for higher targets around that $43.74 there. That's going to be the ideal scenario for Solana there. But with that being said, if you lose this $34.88 there, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. If you lose this zone here, I would be inclined to say you could be looking at a potential short position coming down here. And the reason why I'm doing the short position rather than the long position is to get to the long position, you need to be around $48. And in terms of a percent for Solana, to get to that just off the bat now, that's literally like a 26% gain. So yeah, I'm going to save that. I'm going to leave that in my back pocket for the next time Solana's basically requested, because I can't see us jumping up 26% anytime soon. Whereas potentially we could see us come down to this low point imminently, right? So yeah, if that is to happen and we are to lose this 34.88 there, then my bad, not a problem at all, bro. Goshi says thanks, not a problem at all there, bro. But yeah, so I would be looking at potential short position coming down from here if we are to lose this $34.88 there. That would be a crucial point to lose if we are to lose it. And in terms of percent for that, obviously we would go after we're coming back on the retest. So say if we lost it, right? We lost it. We smashed through this level of support. We came down. We came back up. This is where we'd enter the trade, looking at the volume, looking at the momentum to the upside from there, how much we're progressing to the upside on that on the retest there. And if it is looking good and we're not looking like this is going to be a trap, then we would be looking at a nice entry there, get a nice low entry, and then progression to the downside from there, which is going to be very, very good indeed, right? Very good indeed in terms of a potential trade for Solana. But yeah, in terms of a short-term target, it would be to get over this zone here to the upside. If not, to at least bounce below this 35,088. If you do decide to find the resistance here, as you can see here, you have seen a bit play out. So yeah, I would be looking at a bounce point of this if you do. As I said, yeah, if you do lose that zone, potential short position there. And on the RSI, we're pretty central indeed. Not that much going on. I think we'll jump to the 1 hour. Yeah, we do have a downward sloping resistance line, which played out. We found a lovely level of support on it. But yeah, I would like to go through this quickly. As you guys know, I do talk about these downward sloping resistance line. Goshi says, thanks. Goshi says, you're doing great. Thank you very much, sir. Very nice to get a compliment. 53 likes, amazing stuff, guys. But yeah, as you can see here, what I was explaining about before for you slightly newer traders out there, this downward sloping resistance line up until around this halfway point on the RSI is pretty good for resistance until you get to this halfway point on the RSI, and then it primarily acts as like a level of support instead, and you usually break it a lot of the time. Then you act as support, and then it progresses up to the upside. So that's a very good gauge of price if you can spot any of these getting played out on the RSI there, just for a little bit of from Wasim, do you check indicators? If so, can you check out the Phoenix Ascender indicator? I don't actually check indicators on the live stream, bro, but let me write that down and I will jump onto that. And if I can incorporate it into my next live stream, then, bro, I will. Because if it's obviously beneficial, you're obviously suggesting it for me and for everyone else here. So yeah, or you could join the Telegram and dump that indicator in there, and if not a lot of people know about it, they can learn about that as well. And guys, if you want to join the Telegram, quite an active Telegram coming through here, that is in the description if you guys want to jump into that. Indicator, there we go. Phoenix ascending indicator, that sounds quite cool actually. So yeah, I'll definitely look into that for you, what's in there. But yeah, if not, join the Telegram, bro. Join the Telegram. I'm jumping to BNB now. BNB. How long are we going? 42 minutes out here. As I said, guys, I will only be going for an hour today, as I did do an hour this morning, and I'm trying to reserve my energy quite a bit because I streamed for like 21.5 hours last week and burnt myself out live on stream. So yeah, probably not going to go for that again, right? Just trying to manage my energy levels a bit better, right? Yeah, as you can see here, we do have this potential. We actually had this trade. We had this play out. We had this measure move play out to the downside here. Nice little trade there in terms of a short position. We saw BNB dump 3%. Very nice. Banked indeed. For me personally, I don't think I was involved in that one. But yeah, you can see it clearly play out in terms of that measure move, in terms of this symmetrical triangle here, guys. But yeah, in terms of what's happening here for Binance, in terms of the live price action here for Binance, we have just smashed through this. So this song is very strange. Let me just change it. Yeah, very strange. Some bloke in my ear going, the night of all nights. Very strange indeed. Yeah, so as you can see, we have just smashed through this level of resistance, sat at around that that $367 there, and we're finding support on it. We're finding a nice level of support on there. That'd be absolutely amazing if we can hold that support. If we can hold that support, then we are looking at significant progression to the upside here, as we have just invalidated this lower high. We're targeting this lower high. It is in the sights for the target here. We're looking for it. If we can get it, then we're going to shoot an arrow, and it's going to get absolutely obliterated. Bullseye sort of stuff happening there. And yeah, if we can get over that, we're going to be looking at significant progression to the upside from there. Then the target is sat around this RSI on the 1 hour time frame. Let me jump to the 4 hour, see if we can get a better gauge of what's happening on in terms of a potential target coming through. AMC is pumping hard. Oh, is the MC squeeze finally happening? I'm not involved with that. That's too FOMO fuddy crowd funded for me. Hey Chester, in a chance, Mark says, hey, hi Chester, any chance any chance of you looking at ICP, please? Sorry, bro, I'm a pretty bad reader. Yeah, I'll have a look at ICP. I'll tell you something now. ICP, the world isn't ready for their technology, and that is why they're dumping. But they do have some amazing stuff going on. But now it's just the people funding it are now selling into the people who bought into it when it got listed. So yeah, not good. But we'll get to that. We'll get to ICP. Yeah, at this point in time for BNB, we're seeing that progression, as I said, looking bullish. Target point would be to get over this previous candle body close of this lower high here, and that's sat around that 375. If we can get over that, we're looking at progression to the upside. Target point, we've got the 200 EMA coming through here at the 399, near enough 400 on the 4 hourly here. And yeah, look, the RSI, not the RSI, the volume weighted ATR band here, that correlates pretty darn well with the target point of that 400 in terms of correlating with this 200 moving average as well. So yeah, that is definitely a nice target to the upside. And also we got another little consolidatory period coming through in terms of this lower high here at that 398 there. So yeah, not looking too shabby at all. Not looking too shabby at all in terms of progression to the upside for BNB. And guys, I've always said, I'm very bullish on BNB in terms of the long haul, in terms of everything that's going on, in terms of the hodling power of the human race here for BNB. That would be amazing if we can hodl it to the absolute moon here, because it's going to do very, very well in the future, right? It is going to do very, very well in the future. I'm not sure if you guys have used it, but the fees are like so cheap, man. They're so cheap. And if we get a lot more companies floating their altcoins and stuff on their blockchain, then yeah, it's just going to do really, really, really well indeed. Very high hopes for BNB in terms of the fundamentals. But yeah, in terms of targets right now, as I was saying, those were the targets. But yeah, I'd watch the RSI here because we're getting to that overbought sort of stage here. So yeah, if we see that progression to the upside, expect a sell-off. It always happens, right? It always happens with the RSI. But yeah, in terms of positiveness, if we do see a bit of a bounce to the downside, any sort of resistance playing out in terms of this zone coming through here, in terms of the zone that we're currently giving a little test off, right? If we see a sell-off, we're likely to bounce off this zone because it correlates with us bouncing off this zone on the RSI here. So yeah, it's not so bad, not so bad. I wouldn't say that we're going to basically lose this zone and find a resistance because we're so low. It's even really unlikely that we get it here actually, instead of bouncing like that. But yeah, it's actually very unlikely that we do lose this zone here around that 36 on the RSI. So yeah, crucial point to watch if we do see that progression to the downside. And guys, I'm not going to rule that out because obviously we are seeing the Bitcoin dominance right now not really perform in the altcoins favor there. It's not performing in the altcoins favor, and we want it to come down a bit and people to move their money from BTC a little bit into the altcoins there. But at this point in time, people are moving their money from the altcoins into BTC, and that's why we're not really seeing, obviously a couple of them are doing quite well, but we're not seeing as much progression. Usually it's like Bitcoin pumps 5%, altcoins pump 20%. That's usually how it works, but obviously we're not seeing that today at all, which kind of sucks, right? It does kind of suck a bit. AP Lopez in the chat. Chester, pin the Telegram link in the chat. Wouldn't that be amazing if I did that? That'd be absolutely amazing if I could pin the Telegram link in the chat. Let me see what I can do here. Here we go. It is in the description, guys. If you want to jump on it in the description, I can put it in the chat here and see if I can pin it. Pin message. There we go. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Mission Argo. What are your thoughts on BTC at the moment from Adam Campbell there? Let's have a little look. I do have I got a couple of altcoin requests, but I'll do a little BTC summary for you there, bro. As you can see at this point in time, we're overextended on all the RSIs, right? We're overextended on near enough all the shorter term time frames RSIs. We got a little bit to go on the 12-hour, I do believe. Wrong chart. A little bit to go on the 12-hour. Let me jump to that. Near enough, yeah. We're near enough overbought there. So yeah, we got quite a bit of way to go on the 12-hour, but on the 4-hourly we're overbought, sorry, and also on that's the 1-hourly we're overbought on the 1-hourly, we're overbought on the 4-hourly, we're nearly there on the 12-hourly, right? So yeah, I would expect at least a bit of consolidation, referencing the 1 hour and the 4-hour there. So yeah, expect a bit of consolidation here. But as I did say earlier at the start of the stream, I was there like 41's looking very good for resistance. One, because we've got these God, I really need to sort this music out. This is absolutely dreadful, guys. 1 second. Absolutely awful. Let me go for... Yeah, that was really, really bad. Sorry, guys. Very distracting, off-putting, just some weird screaming in my ears. It's meant to be house music, but it's just some weird screaming. But yeah, anyway, back to Bitcoin. We do have this midterm coming through. Obviously, this falling channel, which we've been looking for this long. Unfortunately, we didn't get in this long, right? For me, personally, I didn't get in this long. It was too volatile, and I'm not just going to jump in when it's screaming at me. It's screaming to jump in because it's going up, but no, for me personally, I was like, no, I'm not getting in this, not getting involved. I actually made like 3% on the short term here, leaving this falling wedge here, and that was nice. That was good enough for me. But yeah, I didn't really want to FOMO into this insane volatile market coming through here. What's up, Cheddar Chester? Says Crypto Nas. Nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. Yeah, in terms of what's happening now, I would expect some sort of at least a consolidatory period along this level of support at that 40,431. It would be very, very good if we can get there and basically hold that 40,431 zone. That's going to be ideal if we can get there, and then we can debate the idea of smashing through this grey box zone. But guys, as I was saying before, this grey box zone is insane for resistance, right? We've seen it play off because the reason why I say this, right, is we saw obviously the first insane crypto crash to the downside, right? And then we saw us progress in terms of buying power to the upside. The only physical point of resistance that stopped us was this zone here in terms of this lower high point here. And then we saw insane progression to the downside from there, setting these lower low points in terms of this trend coming through here, right? So yeah, I would be pretty cautious indeed for when we actually start to settle around this zone, right? And that's for me why I would like a consolidation around this zone before we try and leg it up, because guys, we've just climbed Mount Everest, we're tired, we're parabolic, we're tired, we need to chill out, right? We need to chill out, have a consolidatory period, put our legs in braces, and then go for another leg up in a bit, right? We can't just go straight up. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen, guys? We're just going to see swift rejection coming through there. So yeah, that would be my take on BTC in terms of the long term there, bro. Just be careful. Hopefully we can get close above that level of support. If we don't and we see the swift rejection coming through, rest assured we've got levels of support plotted out at 39,215, 37,890, and also a nice juicy correlative point here from the top side of this channel in terms of support, and also this horizontal at 36,300 there. Cool stuff going indeed there, guys. Let me have a little look coming through for the next coin. The next coin on the list is TFUEL. TFUEL, Theta Fuel, baby. Hope you all guys are having a fantastic Monday. Monday lunchtime? No, Monday afternoon. 4:10 in England in the afternoon. Where is it where you live? Because I presume you're not all from England, right? Need that on, that's for sure. Let me see what's going on here. Obviously, we did see insane pumps, and we saw insane new all-time highs get created, and then we saw insane corrections, right? So when we climb Everest, guys, we see the parabolicness come through, and then we see the correctionary, the Grand Canyon cliff getting jumped. Grand Canyon cliff getting jumped. That's basically what happened here. We jumped down. I did say take a load of profit here. It was literally around this zone, literally at the top there. I was there like, look, guys, you've made enough profit. You've smashed through the previous all-time high. You're going to get a swift rejection. It's going to play out, right? You're going to get a pretty swift rejection coming through, or at least a bounce off this previous all-time high before another wave up. But no, the rejection, the Grand Canyon cliff jump, the base jump came through here, and you actually descended like a mofo. Descended like a mofo. Yeah, you did have a bounce off this lovely level of support, sat around that 41 cents there. Pretty good indeed. Johnny English is from Manchester. Yeah, so did have a nice bounce point from this 41 cents there. And now you're seeing that progression to the upside. In terms of percent from what this has done, because I'm quite interested in this right now. It's quite nice, actually. In terms of live percent, right, you're up 29% since this previous uptrend, and also 43%. So you have seen a bit of a nice rejection coming through from that top there, around 16%. So that basically, you know, that validates this pump. It validates this pump and basically makes it all right. It makes it okay to go again to the upside. So yeah, Theta Fuel right now looking pretty good indeed. As long as we can hold these high low points that we're setting, and not start a bit of rejection coming through here. And we need to basically keep setting these higher highs in terms of this uptrend. And then we're going to see progression up to the upside. If we can set a small time target, it would be this 55 cent and 73 there to get over that final level of support and then progress to the upside from there. That's the ideal scenario. It's 10 p.m. in Indonesia. Crazy stuff there, guys. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, I would be looking at a nice level of support, getting and hello there, Mr. or Miss, sorry, Mrs. or Mrs. Can't really see by your picture. Super Kim Hack. Nice to see you on the stream there. I do appreciate all your support there, guys. 63 likes. That's absolutely amazing, guys. Thanks. That hat's off to you if I was wearing a hat. That's absolutely amazing. Do really appreciate all your support there. 1 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia. My sister lives in Australia, actually. Very cool. Very hot. Very hot. I'm complaining about 25 degrees here in England. You must be cooking over there, Brendan. Absolutely cooking. But yeah, in terms of a short-term target here for Theta Fuel, it would be to get a nice close, a nice 4-hourly close above this 55 cent, right? Above this 55 cent at this current horizontal level of resistance, which we're currently we're flirting with the idea. We're testing it, right? We're testing it at this point in time. We need to test it a bit more. We need to get over it. We need to get a close above it. Otherwise, we could be looking at significant progression to the downside. In terms of this level of support line we've got coming through, this sideways upwards sloping support line coming through here, that does run up right through here. So we do need to take that into account. If we do see a bit of a dump, a bit of a correction, I mean, as I said, we already corrected 16% to the downside here. So yeah, I wouldn't be expecting to come any lower in terms of a correction for this pump. But if we do, let's go on the basis that we do come lower. 5 p.m. in South Africa. Crazy. Is the time difference really that low between England and South Africa? That's crazy. But yeah, so I would be looking at a nice safety net getting played out from this support line. And that does correlate with the 55 as well. So yeah, if you do see a dump, if you do see the rejection play out from this horizontal level of resistance here at that 55 cents there, we would be looking at a bounce from there, a nice progression we move to the upside. I think there's quite a few people from Australia coming in there. Quite a few people from Australia. I'm not going to try and do an Australian accent. I don't know if you can do that anymore. Is class as racism? I don't know. Waiting for an E3 showcase as well. Interesting stuff there, Dylan. Interesting stuff. Yeah, so let me jump to, that's pretty much Theta Fuel summed up there. Let me jump to ADA. ADA, baby. Very bullish on ADA, guys. Very bullish on ADA in terms of the fundamentals of ADA. Just because of everything they're doing with Cardano Africa. Very good stuff. If you don't know about that, jump to YouTube. Have a little search. Good stuff going on there. Master Gaming is 11 a.m. in Florida. Hey, Chester, any recommendations for some good fish and chips in the UK? I'm allergic to fish, bro. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm allergic to fish. I got food poisoning before. Really bad. They stored the fish wrong. It went all moldy and stuff. So I didn't know. They froze it and then served it. And then I ate it and it was like deathbed sort of shit. So can't swear. Deathbed sort of stuff. So yeah, can't eat fish no more. It really ruins my stomach. So a bit annoying. But yeah, apparently that's a good thing in terms of seaspiracy stuff, which I haven't even seen it, but yeah, everyone says it's a good thing, so yeah, cool. Yeah, I do eat the fish and chips though. They're Donny. They are absolutely, they're mean, bro. They're mean. But yeah, there's a lot of fish and chips in England, especially by the sea, right? Jay says, cheers, dude. Cliff Chang is 11:15 in China. You're out in China. Oh, he's at. It's 11:15 p.m. in China. But I'm from South Africa, so you're in China. You're in China and you're from South Africa. That's cool, bro. That's sick, bro. I know my brother. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats out here. He lived in China for like 3 years. He said it's an absolute crazy, amazing place. But yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, back to crypto. ADA right now. You can see this ascending triangle coming through here. Very juicy, very nice, very attractive in terms of chart patterns coming through here. Look at all this juice. This is literally Tropicana. This is juicy stuff. Very, very nice indeed. We like that. Very, very nice. Stay away from the puffer fish. Master Gamer says 70 likes. Let's get 75 likes too. Crazy, guys. We're on 70 likes. It's very, very good indeed. In terms of a short, thank you ever so much. Do appreciate the support. In terms of a short-term target here for ADA, right? We're looking bullish. We're setting these high lows coming through here. We're not quite invalidating these lower highs, though. I would like to see a bit more progression to the upside. A target price point set of at least this so this $1.61. If we can get above that, get a nice level of support there, then it's going to look a lot more progressive to the upside. Cloud9, 4:15 here in sunny Brighton. It is very sunny over in Brighton, isn't it? I'm sure you would have popped down to the beach today, Mr. Cloud9 out there, because I would have if I lived near the beach. But I'm more Bristol way, but not quite, more inland, and it's just a bit long-winded to go to a beach that's just stones. It's dead. Yeah. Anyway, in terms of trading, a lower high target would be this zone here, sat around that $1.61 there in terms of a target for ADA to the upside. Currently, we actually have found a nice level of support sat around this $1.54. So fingers crossed, guys, we can hold that. That's going to be absolutely amazing if we can. And if we can't, rest assured, we've got this upward sloping support line coming through, acting as a trap zone in terms of breaking for this symmetrical triangle coming through here. But yeah, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad, guys, for ADA, as we do have a bit of a safety net coming through. And also, we have got this downward sloping resistance line of this trend that we've just broke there. So it is looking bullish as well, correlating that in as well. But right now, with the RSI on ADA, let me jump to a smaller time frame. It works better on a smaller time, but that's obviously where I've drawn it in there. You can see the downwards resistance from this downward sloping resistance line coming through here. It's pretty strong. Viva la Resistance is playing its line here. I don't know what happened to that one, but the Viva la Resistance is playing its line here continuously. So we do need to take that into account if we do see us fall below this zone and not find support on it. If you see us fall below this zone and we don't find support, then yeah, it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot, guys. It's not hot and dangerous. It's dumpage. We're gonna see resistance. We're gonna see dumpage coming through here. So yeah, if we do we do lose the support here, then I would expect to lose some sort of support coming through here, probably around that $1.54 as well. And that is that's basically a sign that we could be going down to this zone here and consolidating along this downward sloping support line currently, correlating with the 55 as well. So yeah, a few things to think about there for ADA in terms of price targets. But yeah, ideally what we want is progression to the upside and a nice close above this $1.58 first in terms of a support line. Quite a few Scottish people coming through as well. I'm from North Korea. That's wicked, bro. That's sick. I mean, I've not heard great things about North Korea, but it's cool that you're from there. We love diversity and all that on this channel. Amazing stuff. I'd quite like to sit down and have a good chat with you. That'd be amazing one day. But yeah, that's ADA pretty much summed up, guys. Let me jump to ICP because epic, we hit 75 likes. Cheers, guys. Really do. Oh, I've got 73 on my screen. But yeah, absolutely amazing, guys. Does mean the world. Let me jump to ICP and give you guys a bit of a summary on ICP because I know a lot of people, they're pretty annoyed, right? Oh, it's taken a bit of a turn in progression to the upside there in terms of the hourly time frame come through in terms of a recovery. Let me jump to the longer time frames where it looks a hell of a lot worse. Hell of a lot worse, I must say. I was saying, let me just have a drink and a breathe. I keep forgetting to breathe on the stream, and it's really bad. My lungs start giving way, so it's nice to breathe. But yeah, at this point in time with ICP, obviously we did open, we saw insane pumps and then insane dumps to the downside, right? The reasoning for this is we did have very good funding on this project. And that's why it jumped straight in at like top 20 cryptos or something. It was nuts. I was looking at the top 20 cryptos and I was like, oh, yeah, these look good. One day later, boom, ICP's. I was like, the hell are you? Where did you come from? You've not come up. You've not come up at all. That's crazy. And then yeah, it basically just came out of nowhere and just started to go down. It started to go down because the technology they've got, right? It's all about I think it's about the internet making a blockchain on the internet or something crazy like that in terms of a fundamental. But I've heard from another YouTuber actually. I can't remember his name, but yeah. can't remember his name, but yeah, I've only literally just subscribed to him, but he was basically just saying, look, he's more of a fundamental trader, and then he said, look, the actual fundamentals of ICP is absolutely amazing, right? It's absolutely amazing in terms of the technology that they've got and the backing that they've got, and that's why they had so much backing coming in. That's why they had so much backing coming in, and that's why they got into the top 20 straight away in terms of market cap. But no one's adopting their technology. So now what's happening? The people who've actually funded the project, they're like, oh, no one's backing it. We need to start selling some off, right? We need to start selling some off. And then the people who actually got in when it actually got launched, after seeing insane pumps, they got in and now they're just getting sold into massively. And that's basically what's happening here with ICP. It's not looking too good right now, I must say. I mean, in terms of the human race not being ready to adopt blockchain technology on a mass scale, it's really going to have an effect. But in the future, when this does get adopted, it's going to be very, very good in terms of the fundamental side of what I've heard, right? Of what I've heard. Granted, I do need to do my own research on it a lot more, but just glazing over it, it's got pretty good stuff, right? According to another YouTube, right? But yeah, it's a bit of information for you guys. But yeah, in terms of a bottom point we've hit here, we are seeing a bounce, right? We're seeing a bounce. It's not all bad. Granted, we saw a bounce before. So I wouldn't be expecting insane progression to the upside until we do clear this this 77 zone here, this $77 zone. If we can clear that above the 21 as well, then yes, we can be looking at a target of this low point coming through here at that 91. But guys, honestly, I mean, just look at the chart. It looks pretty horrific, right? It looks pretty horrific. So I wouldn't be expecting any insane moves within a year or so, right? I hate to say it. If it doesn't get adopted by any major partners or businesses, then yeah, it's not going to be very good at all for ICP there. Gordon W says, come on, England. Luton. I'm a few miles away. I did watch the game the other day. I hope you watched the football game there. And we did actually, finally, we beat Croatia. Christ, that's been a long time coming. They knocked us out of 2 tournaments before, haven't they? It's been a long time coming. 1-0. Very, very nice indeed. Sorry if we've got any Croatians on the stream there, guys. But yeah, I think I might be out of requests here, guys. So if you can chuck me a little request. I'm only going to do one more request. Because I would say I'd go for an hour. And we're currently at 1 hour and 4 minutes. And I'm trying to reserve my energy, guys, because I did overdo it last week. But I do appreciate all the support. 73 viewers. Absolutely amazing, guys. Take my hat off to all of you. I really do appreciate you guys coming through. And we're at 75 likes. Absolutely amazing. 75 views, 75 likes. I couldn't ask for any more. You guys are absolutely amazing. And guys, I stream every single morning, Monday to Friday. I start streaming at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably going to do a more afternoon stream. I feel like that works better than an evening stream when it doesn't time me out as much. So I'll be doing at least an hour stream every single morning for you guys, giving you a BTC update, running through an altcoin request show here. So yeah, if you want to smash that subscribe button, do that now. And you're going to see me every morning if you do that. It's as simple as that, guys. And yeah, I've been told, I've got a few messages that the YouTube notifications are a bit dead, right? They're a bit dead. So I recommend you follow my Twitter, and I basically tell you when I'm going live. I mean, I don't promote my Twitter. It's got like 60 followers, right? I'm not the biggest Twitter guy. That's another story, right? I built a Twitter to 15,000 followers, and then it got hacked, so I was pretty annoyed. It took me like a few years to build. So yeah, not really the biggest Twitter guy in the world, but for me, it works as to get my not my message across, but my link of when I'm actually live across to my viewers here, because YouTube are pretty bad, right? They're pretty bad. Yeah, thanks for all the love in the chat there, guys. I think I'm gonna do. We did see who was first in the chat. We got Vet for James. James is in there. James Croucher, straight in for Vet. How are you doing, James? Nice to see you back on the stream, bro. You're a pretty heavy supporter, right? You're a deadlift supporter. You're that heavy. Do appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for the support. Seen you on like 4 or 5 of my streams now. Absolutely amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff there from James. On the 4 hourly for VeChain right now, we are seeing progression to the upside, which is pretty good indeed. You are eradicating these lower high points sat at around that 11 cents and 39 there. Very good stuff there. Very good stuff there, James. Not looking bad. I would be expecting some sort of resistance to play out at around this 11 cents 95. As you can see, we do have this upward sloping resistance line coming through. Obviously, it was acting as a nice level of support before. So if we can get above that, right? If we can get above that, then it's looking pretty juicy. It's looking pretty Tropicana. Progression to the upside. Very nice indeed. Innocent smoothie to the upside. That's what we want, right? We want that to the upside. We want the innocent smoothie with all those fruits in there. The juice. We want the juice. We want the cheddar. Because, guys, we're here to make money. That's what we want. We're here to make money. We want the progression to the upside. If we can get a nice candle close above this upward sloping currently resistance line here, we would be looking at progression to the upside at this silver box zone, right? This silver box zone, this grey box zone, silver box zone, this grey box zone that we've got coming through here. You can see the resistance, the VeChain resistance playing out continuously here. So I would be watching that in terms of a resistance point to come down from. But obviously, guys, that's in the future. Let's go to the live time. Let's go to the live price right now. Let me jump down a time frame for you there, James. As you can see here, we have just cleaned. We've just mopped up. We've just mopped up this 200 EMA coming through here, smashed through it, come down, tested it, found a lovely, juicy level of support here, and progressed to the upside. Smashing through this horizontal as well at this 11 cents and 39. Currently testing that as well, but having a little consolidation period to validate this pump here. In terms of a target to the upside, it would be around this 11 cents and 66 there. That's pretty crucial for you there, James. If you are scalping this or swinging this at this point in time on the shorter time frames. If you're just hodling it, then it's not looking too bad. It is pretty bullish indeed, but I would be looking at a bigger target of this lower high point coming down here of that previous downtrend, right? Firstly, you have near enough just invalidated this one here, this consolidatory period coming through here. You have invalidated that, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. It's good stuff. So yeah, your next target would be this this lower high here. Gotta remember to breathe again. Get carried away. But yeah, if you do lose this horizontal level of support at $11.39 there, then I would expect at least a test of this 200 EMA. And if you haven't cleaned it up well enough, then you've got this 21 moving average coming up as well, right? You've got this 21 moving average coming up as well that you can act as a level of support. So yeah, a few shorter term targets for you there, James, as you've got these moving averages coming up as well in terms of progression to the downside. But yeah, it's not looking bad. It's looking bullish. It's looking bullish, bro. You've got higher lows continuously. You've got this lower low point here. You're seeing that reversal, bounce, potentially a bounce. You could be looking something like that. And then finally clearing this horizontal level of resistance coming through here. So yeah, a few things to think about there, James. And guys, that's going to be it from me. I hate to say it. I hate to end the stream here. I do have a bit more energy, but I don't have, basically, in my work ethic, I don't have an off switch, so I'll just keep going until my body crashes. That's my my biggest weakness, which sucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna call the stream now, guys. But thank you ever so much for being here. Sat at 70 viewers, it's absolutely amazing, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. And we did smash that 80 likes, guys, so I take my hat off to you if I was wearing a hat. And thank you ever so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp UK time. So be here. Be there or be square. No, I'm joking. It'd be lovely to see you there, guys. So I see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp, guys. Peace out from me, Crypto Chester. And I'll put the link for the Telegram in the chat now.